Good morning viewers. Today I am with a PS3 and first of all I will very much thankful to all of my followers and even those who have not subscribed me. It is a good sport for me that somebody watched my video and after watching he subscribed. So today's video is very useful for all of my followers and other technicians because this console is also refused from some technician, and the customer says that he checked it from some technician and he told him that it is not repairable. So he decided to sell its HDD. So you can see that HDD console is empty, and also he told me it's a story that it has a fault that was related to audio. You can see that there is no HDD. First of all, we will try to boot it. We will repair the boot fault because at this moment its status is that I turn it on. The blue light is keep itself on, that is of eject button light. So I will press it again the red light, and then green, and it's off without any blinking red light. So we have to repair two of its faults. One is to boot it, or secondly, because the HDD is removed, we will install the HDD software, and finally it's audio fault, and prediction is that it relates some kind of parts value deterioration, because the customer told me that he keeps it for a long time as it is. Components, you can say that the components connectivity from its motherboard is loosened, and or maybe some component has changed its value. So I am going to open it and we will target the components that are deteriorated or change their values so that we can boot it up. So let's start. So guys, the fault that happens like this is related with the peripherals chips that are connected with this south bridge. I mean to say that that communicate with this south bridge. It includes GPU, CPU, NAND, even Wi-Fi chip, and the Blu-ray drive disk chip also communicate with this soft bridge. And there is a shortcut for detecting the peripheral chips. peripheral chips that are installed on this same board, but their connections are from these two chips. You can see some lines that are going to different devices in pairs, this pair, this pair, and this pair, this pair. So more closely you can see that these lines are going to different devices, just like these two lines are going to this CPU peripheral data, and these two lines, these first two are going to the memory RAM chip, this one, and these two lines are going to this chip, so that so we can detect the RAMs, and this data is for CPU. It can be detected with salt bridge, and on the other hand you can see that some more lines are going to, as you can see, these 4 resistors are getting the data, and after biasing it gives the data to the source bridge. So we have to first check these coupling parts that are connecting devices with this chip and with this chip, so that we can detect that one of the component, one of the chip that is not communicating with these chips. So let's start. For this I am using this assembly tester for this purpose, and if you can see, these resistors should be of value 12 ohm or something like that. Yes, it is 12 ohm, this is 12 ohm, 12 ohm, 12 ohm, 12, 10 ohm, 10 ohm, 12 ohm, 12 ohm, 10 ohm, 10 ohm, 10 ohm, and 10 ohm. These all resistance line is okay. Now check for this. 17 ohm, 17 ohm, and it also should show 17 ohm, 17 ohm, 17 ohm, and it's okay, 17 ohm, it's okay, 17 ohms, 17 ohm, and it is 12 ohm, 12 ohm, and 12 ohm, and 12 ohm. So guys, all of the coupling resistors are good. Some of the resistors are behind this board. We should also check them. 33 ohm, 33 ohm, 33, 33, 33, 33. Okay, okay, and okay, okay, okay. It's all 33 ohm. We should also, last one is 33 ohm. So guys, the resistors that are at the back side of this board are okay. Now we will go for this chip. And this one, 33 ohm, if you can see, 33 ohm, 33 ohm, 33 ohm, 33 ohm, okay. And these resistors are of 50 ohm. These 4 resistors are of 50 ohm. 50 ohm. Its color is grey, and these occasionally are 50 ohm. It's okay. Now check for these peripheral data resistors. These are of about 57 ohm, this 58 ohm, 58 ohm, 50 ohm, 58, 58, and these two are 62 ohm. Yes, it is 64, 64, 64, and 64. Yes, these resistors are also good. Now these grey resistors are of 50 ohm, 58 ohm. We should also check them because we have to check all the peripheral chips connected with this south bridge must be checked. These four resistors are also good. Now go for the thermal circuit. This will be 100 ohm. Yes, it is 99 ohm, and this is 99 ohm. This and this should be 47 ohm. Yes, it's okay. These two resistors are also fine. Now we also need to check the thermal circuit of GPU. Now for this, these two datas, thermal data, 100 ohm okay, 100 ohm okay, and the output is 47 ohm. It is 46.9, 47, that's okay. Now guys, it is horrible that no component is found that has deteriorated its value. So let's check for its supplies. Maybe any one of the supply is giving problem, like this: GPU RAM supply, GPU main supply, CPU supply, and here it's the 5 volt supply, and this is CPU's RAM supply. This choke is related with this supply, and one supply is here that is also related with the CPU. We must check it too. And now on the other hand, one chip is here that is also giving a supply, combining the supply through this resistor to the CPU. So it is combined like this, that this one is one supply out of this FET, and one output is here, this one. These three dots are related with this output, and these three dots you can see here, its output is going through this coil to this CPU. So we must check this supply and this supply. So let's check it. The ground point so that we can check the signals properly on our oscilloscope. This is my probe, and I have made a special standby strip. Give it 220 volts, and now the red light is on. Off. So first I will start from this supply. You will see in the oscilloscope the display that will show you how many volts are in for inputs and how many volts are output. So this one is input, okay, and this is output. It's good. And now check for the chip that is behind this board. This one is the input, okay, and this one is output. This might, yes, it's fine. And on this coil also you can check. It's good. So now check for the remaining supplies. This supply is okay. This one is okay. Oscillation line model. Okay. Now come to the CPU supply. Good. CPU segment is good. And now check for the 5 volts. Yes, clock in order, and the output volt should be 5. Yes, they are. And 12 volt are available here. They are also available. Now for this choke, we will check the oscillation here. It's good, and output voltage that is also fine. So what's wrong? All clocks are in order, and we must check for the clock on the south switch on this point. Yes, and its source is this Wi-Fi chip. Now the problem is I need to check for the more resistors around this CPU and GPU. This is should be 10K. Okay. This one 4K. This one is 7.4K, 10K. These two are already checked. And at this point 54K. As I remember that there is no component valued 54K around this GPU. So we will verify it. It is 10K. This should be 6.46. 6.46, okay. 6.46, 6.45, okay. Now guys, this resistor is suspicious. 54K, it should not be like 54K. So guys, I have found a suspicious resistor, this one. It's showing its value 54K. It should not be like this. So to verify, I have to get another board have one, and I think this board is similar to this board, same board. So we need to check for this resistance. This is a value of 33 ohm. Yes, as you can see, it is of 33 ohm, 32.9 ohm. So guys, this part of this board, this one, is devalued. It is showing 54k, even not in ohm, it is in thousands. So first we need to change this part. Yes. Now, if we check for its value again, yes, it is of 32.9 ohm. It's okay. So now we will check it again. Standby volts, 12 volts, and should keep these heat sinks not to heat or not to overheat and shut down itself, because we need to see its display. To see its display fast, I will connect any hard disk for this board, and also should connect the HDMI cable. Now, as you can see, it is red. I am going to turn it on. Yes, and there should be display. Now I will fix it on the heatsink and fan assembly. so that we can install the HDD software, and after installing HDD software we will check either the audio problem is prevailing or not. If it will be with no audio, then we will check further for its audio section, and audio section that gives audio to this HDMI decoder. We will do it later. First of all, we will boot it with the HDD. So guys, first install the software. This is a Blu-ray drive. We need not to connect this strip, only connect this jack. And then in this, now we should hear the audio. No audio. So guys, the customer was right that it have a audio problem too. So let's go for the audio fault. We have to rectify it too. So guys, the audio signal is related with the section that is GPU, because all data from GPU goes to this decoder chip, and as you know that decoder chip also include the audio signal. That is, you can say that video signal is carrying the audio signal too. It means that the audio signal is also decoded on this HDMI video signal that is going out from these lines to this HDMI port. So these lines are for the HDMI data, or you can say display data. But these three lines, 1, 2 and 3, these three lines, I am sure that these are for the audio signal data that is also going to this decoder chip. So we must check these resistance, because we have already rectified a fault by detecting a deteriorated value resistor. So hopefully that these resistors are not with the correct values. This one is showing, yes, 0.8 meg. Oh my god, as you can see. It should be of 33 ohm. Show you properly. I hope that you can see it. Yes, this is 0.899 meg. It's not good. And the second one, oh my god, it's also 4.42 meg. And the third one, it is 103 ohm. 103.4 ohm. It's also not good, because these three resistors are valued of 33 ohm. So guys, we need to change these three resistors. After changing this resistor, we will check that either we can get the audio from this decoder chip or not. have to get the same board from so that we can get the resistors. This board is scrap and I will need 3.3 ohm resistance. You can see that it is 33 ohm, 33 ohm. Yes, these are 33 ohm. I know. I already know it. Now I am going to change these three resistors. It's very interesting doing this job because the fault, when we rectify a fault, you get a sort of satisfaction. Now verify the three resistors. It is 33, 33 and 33. Yes, it's okay. Check it again. I think we will check it here. Need not to fix it on the heatsink portion. Here we will fix and see that audio is available or not. And this is HDD, that software is already installed, so we will just hear the sound. And yes, here is the green light, and I'm going to turn it on. HDMI cable, where, yes. See the display. I think its cell is weak, so now you can hear the sound. Yes. So guys, thank you for watching my video. We are all done. Thank you. Please subscribe, and for watching more useful videos like this. Thank you. Goodbye. Allah Hafiz.